Kurokikyo Cafe. Sakazaki Yoko. Huh, sticker! Chicken sticker. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know it'll be okay. So, what do you want to ask me? First thing first. A cafe, I've never been to one before. How exciting! It's pretty smelly inside because of the cigarette smoke, but Kurokikyo. My Kirstone. Yako, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Maya Kirstone. An Okamimas. That must mean the fool's processions. You two were at school last night? Damn, there of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer? Please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your Kirstone? What would be the best way to approach him? Flatter, right? It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these Kirstones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well versed in this matter. You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Araishi. Won't you help us, please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask. Thank you, let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and 7 Mystery Curse Stone happening now? Oh, taken an interest now that you received one of the curses, have you? You sounds like a researching, starting your questioning with your subject's origin. Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadow? What is that? Something from the occult? Miss Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. What is it you want to know? Well, he may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up. Right. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and think it could really help your research. I see, now that you mention it. Seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... Oh, we figure you would know since you're so smart. How disappointing. How dare you? You make it sound like I'm stupid. You couldn't be more wrong. Do you realize how devoted I am to this research? Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the Records of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet published in a paper. Yeah, okay. The Records of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by skilled but little known onmyoji called Seiman Tsuchi Mikado. This is important stuff, if nothing else, remember this. Seiman Tsuchi Mikado? I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed Omyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it is written in the records of fates. Huh? As brilliant as Simon was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the rite of resurrections, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The records of fates are the writings Seiman record on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself. The rite of resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It used soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the rite of resurrections calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the records of fates end there. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stone? There's nothing written about them in the records of fates. The curse stones are separate from the rite of resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such ritual to be able to use the rite. What? Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such ritual to be able to use the rite. This is so complicated. That's similar to what Mio said actually. Omyoji. Performing divination and rituals. Excuse me, Mr. Araishi. What is it, Miss Kurosuzu? You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the rite of resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that? You really know your stuff, but about that was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Or really, it was just nonsense then? Not exactly, rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There's a basis for it. And that is? Well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple students so passionate about this topic. Thank you. There is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the records of fates. It was just after Seiman arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. A conflict over resurrecting the dead? I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual. I call this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is, the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seiman's rite of resurrection? Yes, that is how the record of fate ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Seiman brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point Seiman was likely using a different name. Then in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. So that's how they're connected. Then if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. And there's more. With this most recent occurrence on the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the curse stones. Resentful memories? Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind. Oh, I did. Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moment of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims become the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries, thus gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together. It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh? That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I? Yes, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Yeah, just tell him. Okay, Mr. Arashi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one? What do you mean? Among the 9 victims of the Honjo incidents, that is to say the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seiman himself, or so I suspect. Huh? Seiman was one of the victims of the Honjo incident too? Meaning an Onmyoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo? Right, it would make sense that the curse stone tied to curse echo like that would be special. The power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Yes. Mio. Then maybe with Seiman's curse echo we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing, sorry. Mr. Araishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession make 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Foot Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appeared distinctly in this one. Really? But not Seiman, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seiman. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. The detective did well to escape this one. So a female Onmyoji and rival of Seiman was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. The Rite of Resurrection. Precisely, this man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seiman. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take the measure on my own. What's the trigger for the curse to occur? Another thing. Yes? You never really finished about what the trigger of all of this was. Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the record of fates, right? Huh? How did you really get a hold of the records of fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago. What? Something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potential hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop him. Mr. Araishi, please tell us everything you knew. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the records of fates by a woman? A woman? Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice, a woman's voice. It said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the right of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumor of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet. 1 month, she specified the time period. I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. It must have had you spread rumor in order to strengthen the power of the curse, to tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence, I went public with the records of fates. Hihaku and occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Huh? Hihaku? As in Hihaku sobs? Right, I mean, no, that's not important, just some personal business. It is important. After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. Then, that's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Very well, I've told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might that be? About Seimon's records of fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called Records of Fates Yin Scroll. A continuation? Actually, a section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Honjo incident, Seimon lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seemed he had the idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into cursed echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? Yeah, because Seimon's dad is the one of the 9 echoes, so how can he write it, right? Yeah. If Seimon died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the ability Seimon possessed? Of course not. He could use the rite of resurrection. Oh, you're telling me Seimon used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. What? Then it is not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died, the 8 others besides Seimon. What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Records of Fates were supposedly to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Records of Fate, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seiman's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the two documents become separated and the scroll's location lost as the family's line branched. Seiman has descendants, so there's someone out there related to him by blood even now. Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known onmyoji to begin with, so detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscripts has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Records of Fate Yin Scroll, Seiman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse at the right, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find out anything about other resentful memories or Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Yin Scroll? Seiman Suchi Mikado. Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it to consideration for your school grade as well. Hahaha. We learned a lot. So, to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rites of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Records of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. But even Mr. Araishi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curse is involved too. Right. So Mio, what are we going to do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Sutsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Records of Fates in Scroll. Mr. Sutsumi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. Whoever behind the voice that gave Mr. Araishi the Records of Fates, that must have been the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yako, I know. Then let's catch them and make them spill the beans. I thought you would say something like that. Really? I guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. She's possessed. Yako is possessed. I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female onmyoji who was a rival of Seiman. The foot washing one? Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you? Oh, you mean where Michio? Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always got cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yako. Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's all I was wondering about, thanks. Excuse me, you girls over there. Namigaki? Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention. And who you might be? I'm Namigaki. I should probably tell you. Until yesterday, I was a curse bearer that should clear things up. A curse bearer? Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion. The foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Sutsumi was talking about. Ah, you are the newest Inspector Sutsumi. That makes it simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh hey, you're in the driver's seat? Yako? Yes, wait, what? Driver's seat? What? Just now was I doing something? Sorry, Mr. Namigaki. What might be the matter? Right, I actually wanted to discuss something with you too. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something with us? You're talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? It's related to that. Huh? I'm sure you would learn a few things yourself. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michio. What do we do? He's sus. He is sus. I hate him. Go to school first. Against my better judgment. Well, I suppose we may as well hear what it is you have to say. Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? Relocate elsewhere. So, what did you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michio Shiraishi back from the dead. What? It's why I was pursuing the rite of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this. Well, I'm sorry, this is all so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio? Well, we met briefly once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Right. While it would be great if we could bring Michio back, but we already decided not to use the Rite of Resurrection. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you give me your curse stone, you know? We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. Yako? I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the cursed stones. Thank you for understanding. Phew, I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back? Yako? Oh, did she go off somewhere while we were talking? She got kidnapped by the other girl? Tono guy, Tono lady, Ayame Tono? Hey, I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you or not, but leading me to a secluded place, you've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your cursed stone. Either you hand it over or I have to take it by force. What? 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 No, she's here again. I don't understand. It was just an accident. I swear I didn't mean to. That's why I was trying to bring you back. What? You are already too late. The fool's procession? Oh! Eh! Eh? Nani kore? Kurejitsu? Alalalama. Storyteller-san! What is going on? Sumida tourism. Eh? After this, Fumichika Nejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. And from that day on, Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again. Ending 1. Michio's Grudge. Ooh. Namigaki. That boy's trouble. Oh, shut up. Sorry, but there's something we got to take care of. We'll have to pass. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush, so I'll be waiting at the Ryogoku Bridge if you change your minds. No way. Sorry. In further news, today the body of an adult male was discovered in the residence of one Toshiko Shiraishi around noon. The man identified as Kankichiro Iwai is said to have been in a relationship with Toshiko. He was unemployed at his time of death. While further investigations are still underway, it is suspected that his death is connected to the recent serial killings in Honjo. Evidence on the scene may also implicate Mr. Iwai in the unsolved child abduction and murder case from last year. Well, ma'am, it seems like we've managed to settle one part of the kidnapping case for now. Let's begin discussing our next steps. Right. Oh no. It's rather fascinating. He always going to about the kidnapping. Judging by the official announcement, it seems what Iwai wrote is likely true. With both the kidnapper and his young accomplice dead, the police should be able to handle the rest. Now that it's over, I can't help but think how pitiful it all is. We never would have known a thing that had we not found his journal. Carelessness is what usually leads to crimes like this being exposed. It was pretty much the same with the Nejima murders, but stumbling across the answer by pure chance really makes you think. It makes my skin crawl to think of how many cases like this are left undiscovered. Me too. It's truly disturbing. While with the kidnapping case all wrapped up, we can focus our efforts on obtaining the right of resurrection, yes? Indeed, I'm counting on you. Alright, let's reassess this cursed situation. Right. I must admit, I never expected the police to be so on top of things. The Chief Inspector, Tetsuo Sutsumi, provided us a good wealth of information. I'm surprised he knew so much about the curse bearers. Do you think they noticed I'm one of them? I'm pretty sure Ario didn't. The Chief Inspector, on the other hand, will have to be careful around him. But if he had suspected anything, I'm sure he would have detained us. We should stay vigilant moving forward. Agreed. Even if we steal a cursed stone, you may not be able to successfully perform the rite unless you're a curse bearer yourself. Would you be okay with hanging onto the stone from now on? Of course. Just don't use it though, okay? Alright. Sus. If what we've heard is true, there are just 3 curse bearers left to be discovered. There's the Whispering Canal, the Beckoning Light, and the Taiko of Sugaru left to investigate. It may benefit us to visit the places connected to these stories a few times. I see. I'm still highly suspicious of the people at Hihaku Soaps. They could be the ones pulling the strings. That Takumi Yumioka fella is probably aware of the curse bearers we are searching for. Tracking his movement may prove to be useful. You want to follow him? If we were to follow anyone, he'd be my first choice, but damn it, a time like this really have me wishing I had more personnel. I imagine it's tough working on your own. It's the plight of running a small business. I'm always on the hunt for a skilled assistant. And then there's Nejima, who appears to be a curse bearer too. The one-sided read, I think it was. If we want to look for someone that's likely to gather a whole lot of soul dregs, well, look no further. He did say he would unleash his curse on a large number of people at nightfall. If he gets the chance to, If the chief inspector managed to track down Michio, then, well, there's a chance he'll manage to apprehend Nejima before he gets up to no good. But why did you tell the chief inspector about the safe house if he hadn't had that lead? It was written in EY's memoirs. It was just a matter of time till he found out. Besides, we're talking about a massacre here. I can't just turn a blind eye. How different it is from any other curse bearers collecting soul dregs. Well, if we're talking Nejima, it could be a lot more dangerous. We'll just keep a close eye on Nejima and the cops. What about the girl from before, Ayame Tono? Do you think she could be a curse bearer? Well, there's a chance she could have gone and stolen someone else's curse stone by now. That's possible too, but... We haven't been to Midoricho Park yet, the place connected to the Taiko of Sugaru. Alright, that's close to where she lives. What if she was a curse bearer this entire time? She could have lied. It's possible. It would make her a brilliant actress to boot. The idea's got me itching to investigate her again. That place is rather suspicious. If only we could run into someone there. Richard? Yes? That's right. Would you mind if we make a stop on our way? We can make it quick. I apologize for the diversions, but I'd like to visit a candy store if possible. I suppose I don't mind. Candy store? Next stop. What do we need to do to get our hands on a curse stone filled with soul dregs? Okay, let's move out! Shuka! Then shall we depart? From this part on, you will be given the option to finish investigation, which will allow you to immediately end this part. From there, you can continue on to the next part. You may also come back and restart this section for the point which you left off. Okay. Candy! Candy! There it is! Oh no way! Just you made me jump. Smoking bird number 14, Falcon Man. Senno, yeah, the children seems pretty fond of this place. It looks comparatively new. They must have had renovation done not long ago. There are some vending machines. You can buy canned juice for 100 yen. These days, vending machines sells a lot of things besides juices too. He's up in front with the kids to participate in the raffle. It's weird seeing an adult his age enjoying himself up so much at a candy store. But it seems he didn't win anything. He's pouting so hard even the kids are laughing at him. What? Apparently, Richards likes to visit the local candy shop in every district he visits. I figured once they've seen one, you've seen them all, but in reality, each one has its own unique displays and colors to match the local. It kinds of irks me that we start here simply for the sake of entertainment, but I suppose he needs time like this to relax and recenter his mind. He works so vigorously every day. Really? Alright, ma'am, should we go for monjayaki or something? That's sweet of you, but I'm not hungry right now. That's too bad. I haven't had great luck with this mockingbird raffle. Would you mind if I try it a few more times? Apparently, most of these are just replicas of the real deal, but even so, they're well worth the price. Some of the kids were saying they managed to snatch some real rare finds in the lottery. Go ahead, don't buy them all now. That's it? Just let me know when you want to leave, okay? Okay. I want to leave now. The shop's close to the park, so children have been coming and going without pause. Places like this candy shops have been slowly disappearing from the street view recently. Everyone is relaxing so peacefully in the park. It's hard to imagine it was the site of some horrid curse. Oh, there she is! There's the girl! We've reason to believe the curse bearer of the Taiko of Sugara was here last night. It's possible they already dead, but we haven't found any definitive leads. Richard seems to be a little nervous when Ayametono was mentioned. Was I just imagining it? Really? Is she? The cops have yet to determine who was the remaining curse bearers are. We have to find them soon. Hey, that lady over there. That's Ayametono. She seems to be trying to hide. Watch in silence? We don't want to startle her and have her run off on us. Let's sit and watch her for now. Is that it? Alright, I'll be right back. Ah, he's gone. I suppose you really want to talk with her. Oh, there he is. Does he mean to jump out and surprise her from behind? Huh? Does he mean to intimidate her? Ah, she noticed. I guess his purpose was to talk with her after all. I wonder what they were talking about. She doesn't look like she's planning to run. Oh, they're coming here. Here she is. What do you think? Smooth work by the master, Yes, very smooth. Hello, thank you so much for yesterday. I know this is sudden, but I'm actually being pursued right now. Pursued by who? I think it's the police. Would you be willing to provide me shelter? From the police? I figured we could hear her out and see what kind of mess she's gotten herself in. Don't make it sound like I'm some kind of criminal, please. The police have my apartment staked out, so I haven't been able to return home. I heard they say something about wanting to protect me, but something didn't feel right and I got scared. Do you have any idea why they are after you? Well, I have been searching for the curses, so we shouldn't trouble ourselves with hiding you if they're after you for a good reason. Huh? How cruel! But this handsome investigator wouldn't turn me in so easily, would you? It's unfortunate, but we've got reason not to get involved with the police ourselves. What shady reasoning! But if you got some murky secret to hide, we might as well cooperate with each other, no? Anyway, how's your plan to resurrect Hokusai going? Fortunately, that's been going quite well. Huh? Does that mean you found someone to steal a curse stone from? Not exactly, but I found out a kind of last resort. Which is why I can't let the police get me. What? Last resort? What do you mean? You're really asking me that? It doesn't concern you at all. Why should I tell you? Ugh. What? This lady is weird. What if we make a deal? In exchange for keeping you hidden from the police, you'll tell us about your last resort. Huh? Is that what you got interested? What got you interested? Oh, I got it. You're meaning to steal it for yourself. Not at all, I'm just curious. That excuse will just not do. I don't need you to. I'll find a way to stay safe on my own. That was a close one. I should have known the only one you can count on in this world is yourself. Ah. We can't let her get away. Let's go after her. Huh? Is that a good idea? Stop it. Get any closer and I'll scream. Please wait. We'll help you out with no conditions. What? Well, you changed your mind quick. That just makes you all the more suspicious. I tried my best, but I couldn't convince her to stay. Could it be you don't know how to handle a girl like that? Since she's looking for a safe haven, would you mind me sharing your address with her, just in case? No. It doesn't really bother me, but you do recognize there are police officers in my close family? At least it'll allow us a way to keep in the contact, no matter how small. She's gone? Can't help but feel oddly irritated around that girl Ayametono. She puts on an innocent front, but she seems to be hiding something. Yes, she did. What happened with Yoko? The area was closed off to the public this morning after his body was found, but the police quickly managed to complete their investigation and reopened the park as if nothing ever happened. The people in the area are shockingly calm considering what happened here. You think they put off knowing there was a dead body here just this morning? From what I heard, it happened right about where you're standing now. Eek! Poor Shogo Oki, a Elven booth. It doesn't look out of ordinary to me. Would you look at that? That's a pretty unique looking playground. Did it catch your eye? Perhaps now's not the time though. But it did get you interested. Does he want to play on it? A bunch of kids gather around Richard to poke fun at his clothing. It seems like kids come running for him wherever we go. Not all too surprising with his attire. He hasn't complained about it though. I wonder if he got a soft spot for kids. This place is associated with the Whispering Canal. The canal must be connected to the man who was found drowned in the park. Agreed. Wasn't the victim a Hyaku Shop's employee? That's right, his name was Shogo Oki. Considering his occupation, he probably came here in search for a cursed stone. If the people in the company know about the rite, it only makes sense they'd be looking for cursed stones. You think the chairwoman and Takumi would send their regular employees out to hunt for the stones? If that's the case, perhaps that Shogo died trying to take a stone from someone else? Either that or he was killed precisely because he was a curse bearer with a cursed stone. I suppose so, but considering the location, wouldn't that mean the curse used was the Whispering Canal? Good point. Could he... Good point. That would mean Sokoki wasn't the wielder of the Whispering Canal curse himself. Could he have been the Beckoning Light or even the Taiko of Sugaru? I was here last night and there weren't any dead bodies here. It's highly possible he was brought here from somewhere else. If that's the case, the wielder of the Whispering Canal has already collected his stone. Ma'am, excuse me, but there's one more thing I'd like to try. Oh, be my guest. What? Sogoki is the name of the person who died here. It's hard to believe he was here by chance, only to end up murdered with a curse. Given his ties to Hihaku, we can assume he was aware of the situation and somehow involved with these curses. Oh no, they made it quite a challenge. To pass through it, you have to go underneath there. He definitely wants to play on it. You can go take a look if you're that interested. Alright, I'll go check it out just to make sure. He didn't have a thing long about that. What's that? Did he find something? Yay! I see, congrats. Playgrounds always get me all fired up. Where is Yoko? After we sent Yoko home, we got killed. Honjo Bridge. There are so many old factories alongside this river. It must have been quite different in its glory days. But no, most of them are closed down due to the tightened regulation on waste disposal. Well, it's the same. Oh, there's a spirit! It doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. I wonder if it's one of the factories that got shut down when they tightened up regulation. It almost skipped my eyes. What? Did something draw your interest? No worries here. I made sure to take a quick shower this morning. I was out here last night looking for the curse bearer connected with the beckoning light too. Did you see anything? Afraid not, but they gotta be out here somewhere. Richard? What do you think that is? Oh? I don't see anything. Really? You don't see that? That thing that looked like a phantom ball of flame floating in the air? A ball of flame? It must be the curse echo. Maybe only the curse bearer are capable of seeing it. But could such a thing happen in broad daylight? It's gone. I wonder if that was the beckoning light's curse echo. That phantom flame you saw might have been a manifestation of the lantern. In that case, does that mean a curse bearer is nearby? Doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. So that's this kind of thing. Maybe just finish the investigation for now? Who's this? Darkness. Who's this? Time unknown. Ugh. My head. Okay, wait, Hihaku, what's happening? Yoshiki? Yashi? Where am I? Did I hit my head? It's killing me. And my vision is all blurry. Is that the ceiling? I feel the cold floor against my back. I must have fallen or something. Get up. Who am I? Huh? My body won't move. Why? And why why am I on the floor in the first place? No. Hold on. More importantly, who am I? Huh? Who's this? Who am I? Hihaku, there's something about Hihaku, right? Okay, think, try to remember anything. Threat of resurrection. Feels like my head's going to split apart. What's that? That man's face. I think I've seen it before. I'm sure I know it. Eh? I don't... I don't remember. Hajime is his name. Yoshimi Hajime. Hajime. Yoshimi. What is Hajime? Eh? I know that name. Is this the fiance? The dark mist obscuring my memories is slowly starting to clear. My head's hurting again. Huh? What was that? A memory of mine? Hajime and I think we were close. But the first thing I saw, he was dead. Did I? Just what kind of person am I? Get up! Where am I? I can move again. And I think my head is starting to clear. What? It looks like I'm in some kind of warehouse. Maybe I can find some clues as to what happened. I should take a look around. You can press suspend at any point. Okay, this is the suspend one. I see. First thing first, let's check for a crazy chicken sticker. Doesn't look like there's anything in the top drawer. Open the middle then. There's some kind of note in the middle drawer. Alkyl benzene, benzalkonium chloride, sulfonic acid, sodium hydroxide. Name of chemical? Maybe this is some kind of chemical plant? I'm in the warehouse, am I? Nothing in the bottom drawer. Oh wait, there's something stuck way in the back. It looks like there's some kind of sticker. Yay! Stuck back there, but it's too dark to tell what it is. What? I need light. First priority, we need light. There's nothing inside. A big shelf, the kind you always see in warehouses and stuff. Wish I could find some tools or something, but so such luck. What's this? soap? Let's just take the soap. Hihaku soap? I won't open. Must be locked from the outside. So I am locked in here. I don't know what's going on, but I thought I can afford to take my time here. There's a key to the sink. There's a key to the sink? If I can use this to see what I look like, it might help me remember who I am. No good. The mirror is completely unusable with all the grime that's built up on it. I wonder if I could clean it somehow. With the soap? There's a little sink here. It's pretty dirty. Hope I don't have to use it. There's water dripping from the faucet, but the knobs are stuck. I can't move them in either direction. Gomibako? There's a bunch of garbage in the corners. My guess is that this room isn't used very often, if at all. I can't just wait here for someone to come to my rescue. I need to look for a way out. There's a cleaning equipment in the left, right? Let's take it. There's a soapy mop. I should be able to clean the mirror with this. Wow, clean in one swipe. The soap is pretty good. I'll have to remember the brand. Yes, it is her. So this is what I look like. Right, yes, this is me. I know this place. This face. But something doesn't feel right. Something's missing. Oh, my name. I can't remember my name. I need to figure out what my name is. Let's take a pic first before the question actually came. It's Natsue Yamamori. No. Yumioka? No, it's the Hitomi Okuda, no? Machozawa Mayu. Let's recall. I know what I look like. Next, I have to remember my name. Is there a woman with this face in my memories? Come on, I need my name. Chozawa. Mayu Chozawa? Yes, that's definitely it. My name is Mayu Chozawa. Mysterious woman, Mayu Chozawa. My name is Mayu Chozawa. That's my fiancé. That man I saw in my memories, Hajime Yoshimi, is my fiancé. Wait. If what I saw was from my past, then Hajime's. No. Hajime could never be killed so easily. There must be some kind of mistake. Knowing him, he's probably worked himself to a frenzy looking for me. I have to get out of here and let him know that I am okay. Oh, he's dead, lady. From what I can see, I'm not hurt. I just look like crap. So why was I brought here? A better question is, who brought you here? Looks like I definitely won't be using it. I still don't hear anyone out here. No reason to waste my energy banging and yelling. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. How about the left locker again? I think that's it. What's this fun thing?